Yeah, for your community, you'd really like chapter 4. I go over a client that we helped increase their revenue by 3,546% in 12 months. It was insane. And it's the exact opposite of what you would think real estate brokers would do in a sales conversation.
Yeah.
It's really freaking awesome. You'll have to read it.
So excited. I've got Amanda Holmes here. She is the daughter of Chet Holmes, who is now she's the author with him of The Ultimate Selling Machine. Love this book. I have read it multiple times. I have the actual book itself, which I rarely do. Amanda, so if you have not read the book, The Ultimate Sales Machine from Chet Holmes, there is a revised and updated version out. You've got to get it. It is a must read at least once a year, national bestseller. Amanda, welcome.
Thank you. I love your community. I got the opportunity to be a part of one of your internal calls, and the energy is just electric amidst your community. So it's so happy to be here.
I know, it's so funny. So I met Amanda at a ClickFunnels event. She interviewed me to be on her podcast. In fact, before we forget, Amanda, what is the name of your podcast? So we can, if people are listening to this, want to drive traffic to your podcast as well. What's the name of it?
The CEO Mastery Show, and you're one of our newer episodes. We just hit our 100th episode, and you were one of our first.
Yay! Okay, so the CEO, one more time.
The CEO Mastery Show.
The CEO Mastery Show. So go check her out there. She has an amazing heart. She is really a great person, an amazing marketer. She has increased her business over the past 12 months, 498%. So Amanda, tell us a little bit about the book and what you're hoping our listener is going to get out of this.
Well, so when my father first came out with the book, the average company would go on 7 different marketing mediums to get their message out. Today, we have to market on an average of 13 different marketing mediums with 5 social media platforms and 3 paid advertising platforms. So we're doing double the amount of work to get a fraction of the results. So 15 years ago, it was an average of 7 different, they would have to see your ad or your company 7 different times before they then said, okay, I've recognized you. Today, it's 500 impressions before they make that recognition. So we're drowned in all of this information. So it's really hard to get super focused. And that's what we're all about. Is my father was famous for saying mastery isn't about doing 4,000 different things. It's about doing 12 things 4,000 times. So that repetition is the mother of all skill. And the book teaches that. So my father's methods are timeless. That's why we've sold tens of thousands of copies just in the last few years, 15 years after the book released, just from word of mouth. I didn't even have a book funnel at that time. That was just people saying, hey, this is great. Hey, you should read this. Hey, go check this out, right? So then Penguin asked, can we do a new edition? So I had to take out, the mentions of like websites was 2 words when my father first it's now 1 word, right? He talked about the yellow pages and radio and television. So I had to update the tactics, but the strategies are the same. So what my father used cold calling to get his biggest, best buyers, which is the Dream 100. My father invented the Dream 100, which is the fastest, least expensive way to double sales. I took that approach and showed how you can do the same exact thing in Instagram DMs, on Facebook messages, on LinkedIn posts and comments. So it's all the same. It's just minor shifts in tactics.
Yeah. So did you do an audiobook on it?
I did record it. It'll come out, I believe, in December.
First of all, wasn't that so much work? Huh. Like, oh my gosh. But anyways, I cannot wait to read the updated version. I'm super excited about it. First of all, I learned about the Dream 100 from your father. Also, he tells a story in it about a flashlight and how he gave the flashlight to somebody and he used it like there was this earthquake and the whole power went out and they used the flashlight to get down the stairs, and everybody, like, because of that, he hired him. Another strategy he talked about was like how to get through the gatekeeper. And he talked about saying, oh, I'm going to be talking to your competitor XYZ over there. But I wanted to come to you first. And there's this great opportunity. And I was like, oh my gosh, brilliant. Like every time I read your dad's book, and by the way, as you know, I've got like my copy here. I got the copy there. I've got on my audio.
Audible.
And I listen to it every year. And I always incorporate more things into my company. We've even used the Dream 100 teaching real estate agents and lenders parts of that, how to, it just works. And it's just, I mean, truly everyone, it is an amazing book. I don't ever promote something I don't believe in. And when I believe in it, I like to scream it to the world. And I definitely, Amanda, it is it's such a great book, such timeless strategies. But the nice thing about the new updated version is they've taken the timeless strategies and they've made them like really practical ways that you can put it in your business that relate to what's happening right now, which is just
Absolutely.
insane.
Yeah, for your community, you'd really like chapter 4. I go over a client that we helped increase their revenue by 3,546% in 12 months. It was insane. And it's the exact opposite of what you would think real estate brokers would do in a sales conversation. Yeah. It's really freaking awesome. You'll have to read it.
Ooh, okay. So let me ask you, I'm selfishly going to interview you right now. All right. So this is going to be great for our listeners. So basically is it okay if I do that?
I mean, this is like interview right now. You just asked me if we could interview me.
So yeah, everyone, I just interview really successful, smart people and then selfishly ask them questions that I want answered. And so it works out so well. So Amanda, give me some real world advice, which all, by the way, is types of deals ideas are inside of this book, The Ultimate Sales Machine. That's where they're at. They're in there. And that's why I'm just so happy to be able to do this. She actually gave me a really good advice. I have my new book, Stop, Snap, and Switch. It is, it's coming out January 23rd. And I said, Amanda, give me, her book is just going crazy. Her updated revision. And she said, she goes, you're not even doing it. I just been doing one quote a day and then driving all the traffic. And I was like, that is amazing. 5 minutes a day, reading a quote from the book and then explaining a little bit about it. So there's so many tips like that you can use for your business. And I never would have thought about that. Like, seriously, I'm going to start doing that now, reading one quote a day from my book, starting today. And, that's the kind of tips and juicy nuggets that this book has. Amanda, I love it. Okay. What else, Amanda? I mean, for you, like, I want to help you as far as your book. Like, what are your, like, what's your favorite parts about the book? What's your goal that the reader gets out of it? Why are you so passionate about it?
So my father died at 55. I was 24 when he passed, and
so young.
Yeah, he had so much more to live and he had so much gusto for life. I mean, he calls this thing the pig-headed discipline and determination. It's the single most important
pig-headed persistence,
in business, right? And he was a living embodiment of that. Like, it coursed through his veins. You could not stop this man. He was on a mission. But cancer was the only one that won against him. And so I look at that and I go, okay, I've learned a lot from watching that process of seeing him in the hospital saying, for all the wealth I've amassed, nothing can buy my way out of this hospital room, when he was locked in there for 2 months recovering from his bone marrow transplant. And it really sent me for this loop of trying to understand, what is the purpose to us even being here? What is the purpose to life? I mean, yeah, I have the blessing of living in a beautiful home. We have a wonderful yacht. We have multiple homes. We have our roles. We have our Benz. We have all these things. But if at the end of the day, it's still that loss of life didn't make it all worth it, then how can there be a balance? And I happened to find this letter that my father wrote where he said, I generated more wealth in the last 6 months of my life than the prior 8 years combined. And it's because of this one thing. And I took that letter and I put it into the final chapter, and I call it the encore he never got to give, on how to live a rich and full life, because he changed so much of himself in that last period of his life to find the solution. He thought that he could find it within himself to cure himself, because he'd done it before. He'd cured himself of cancer once before, and his mother cured herself of cancer. I mean, the will, the sheer determination got them through those times. But he didn't get through the cancer to be able to share it with everybody. And after watching that experience over the last decade, I've really dedicated myself to understanding, how do we have this balance? How can we double our sales without having to double the amount of time we're spending, and to work so hard that we're sick now and can't enjoy our lives? So it's part of my mission to help double your sales while cutting your stress in half, because billionaires have the same 24 hours in a day. It's just, they're smarter about every move that they're making And that's what my father started. And that's what I'm continuing, is how to work smarter with every move so that you can enjoy the fruits of your life that you're bearing and that you're working in the seeds that you're sowing. So that's what I brought to the book. And that's why I worked for over 4 years writing the new edition, because I truly wanted to get that message across and mean it with honesty and sincerity and flip the dialogue of how we discuss sales.
You're so freaking cute. I just want to tell you that. I just love everything about you, your energy, your happiness. You're so adorable. Oh, and I love that you said that you know, the letter from your dad, and the letter you wrote to him too, right? Starts a letter you wrote to him.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I have to send you that recording too, because you're one of the flashes in it. Your face is in my Dear Dad video.
Oh, it's so cute.
I know.
Wow. Yeah, you're so cute. But that's so nice. But yeah, that's awesome. So listen, everyone, I'm gonna tell you this. I swear to you, I'm literally going to text Becky, my salesperson, this book, because I don't know if she's read it yet. I'm thinking we're starting this new thing. I'm going to make her watch this. I'm going to have her read this book, and we're going to implement it. I'm going to read it again too, because it's been a while, but I'm going to read the updated one. So how do people get the updated, revised version of the Ultimate Sales Machine with Amanda Holmes and Chet?
UltimateSalesMachine.com. And if you go there, we have
Sales Machine. Yeah, move over a little bit so they can see it. UltimateSalesMachine.com. Go to UltimateSalesMachine.com. You'll get the book. She's
bunch of extra bonuses. Russell Brunson spoke at our launch party, and we had some great other speakers, so that's in there, and some great templates too. A whole bunch of goodies are in there.
Oh, so good. Amanda, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Can't wait to have you on mine.
More than you. Yes, I can't wait. I can't wait to be on your podcast, and we're going to get this out right away, actually. Because I think it needs to be in everyone's hands, and I have truly just enjoyed your book so much that I have 2 copies. I'm gonna make ooh, look it, and I even have all these notes in it. The reason that you are the reason that you're attracting the client that you want, abundance and lack both exist, but you get what you focus on. So cheap people and free people both exist, and so I have all the notes. See. So you guys even have it in there. Yes, I love this kind of stuff. So yeah, handsome dad.
I think you're part of Russell's inner groups, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm in his Atlas group.
He bought 1,000 copies and sent them out to all of his people. So I think
already? Oh, good.
Yeah,
I'll be getting it.
Come to you.
Yay! Okay, I can't wait. Amanda, thank you so much, everyone. Go to the UltimateSalesMachine.com, get your copy. I'm going to be reading mine again for like the 5th time, and listening to it. And I appreciate you so much, Amanda, so much for being here.
Yeah. Thank you. I'm so happy to be here.
And remember, everybody, it doesn't do any good. Knowledge is not power. Implementation is. So go right now, buy your book, and go listen to her podcast. And I will see you next time. As always, your time is so valuable, not only to you, but also to me. So thank you for sharing it with me. And I'll see you next time. I hope you were just as fired up as I was. Hey there, I have a brand new podcast called Fired Up with Krista Mashore, where I bring my high energy right to your ears. This podcast is available on all your favorite podcast platforms. So do me a favor, go subscribe and leave a review. All this information is free, and I cannot wait to teach you everything I know. Thanks so much for watching my video. You can learn more about how to be a successful real estate professional by watching other videos that I have. And be sure to subscribe to my channel. And as always, make it a great home selling and buying day.